Africa, the second largest continent and the Guinness World title holder for the hottest continent. There's many dangerous animals, from mosquitoes in the air to sharks underwater, all the way to snakes from the trees and elephants on the safari. And once you thought it was safe to go back in the water, crocodiles and hippos can tell you that's not true. I don't really like that line, crocodiles and hippos can tell you not, but I'll just stick with it. There's many dangerous animals just waiting to kill. Let's see who's gonna be the most dangerous animal in Africa. Last time, the great white shark smashed into the competition. But now, who's next? A submarine-like mammal takes on the largest land predator in Africa. Another formidable feline clashes with a snake-hunting mammal. And a venomous snake faces off against a venomous fish, dubbed to have the most painful sting of all fish. And this is all in 72 Dangerous Animals, Africa. The green mamba is one of the most venomous mambas. This creature only weighs around a few ounces, but a few ounces, you can bet a few ounces can do stuff. There's a venomous snake. Lives all the way from China. No. Lives all the way all around Africa. Southern and Eastern Africa is what's most commonly found. And they're getting closer to humans each year. The green mamba, just like its cousin the black mamba, which has been featured and is in our fearsome finalists, is a highly venomous snake. It's a member of the mamba family. If you don't know what the mamba family is, mostly either you didn't see episode 2, which is my most viewed video. Actually, I'm not lying. With 22 views. This formidable venomous snake, the mamba group is the black mamba, the eastern green mamba, the western green mamba, and the Javan mamba. I think. Yeah, I think it's pronounced Javan. Green mambas are a highly venomous snake. Due to their names, you can find them most in western and eastern, but both are known to be highly venomous. And oranges are one of the reasons why these snakes are killing more people. Each year, orange harvests, people pick oranges off trees. And what they don't know, what they do know now, is that these venomous snakes are in those trees. And one bite for them could spell doom. The venomous green mambas, there's not near hospitals. And there are some not good that are good. But sometimes it's too late and the person dies from a green mamba bite. The green mamba is a highly venomous snake, and you wouldn't want to mess with it. Green mamba starts his lineup off on top. Next up, a mammal, dubbed to be the most dangerous mammal in Africa. Hippos can weigh up to 1 ton and are spread all around Africa. They don't live in northern areas. They live anywhere in Africa where there's water, and they're a highly dangerous mammal. We all know the hippopotamus, long for hippo, is more, or they call them hippo. common hippo is can be really dangerous. But has anyone else heard of a pygmy hippo? A smaller hippo that only weighs around 3 pounds. And with only 3,000 members left in the wild. The hippo is a highly aggressive animal. And cocaine hippos. If you don't know what the cocaine bear is, it's a true story. Black bears ingested too much cocaine, died. And they made it into a movie. Cocaine hippos happen differently. No, it's not a movie, but it could be a good movie. Oh, did I do something? No. The hippos. Cocaine master. If anyone doesn't know that, please ask that in the comments. The cocaine master. We all know the cocaine master, right? Wait, did I do something? No, I didn't. This highly dangerous man was fighting against America. Wait. Or did anyone else's science teacher fail them? No. No, I'm joking. The hippos were released in Africa after the cocaine master was shot and killed. Colombia. And they're the most invasive animal in Africa. The most invasive mammal in Colombia. And in one quick bite, could easily kill a human. Who would really want to beat an animal that could bite a crocodile and clean half? Like, clean. Let's get to the simulation room. Some people... A hippo's easily able to kill a rhino. If you wanted to. Let's have a simulation. A hippo and a rhino find themselves. Both of them are immediately gonna assume each other as a threat. Let's say the hippo is able to dodge the rhino's attack and bite on the leg, tearing a huge chunk out. That would easily be a horrible demise. The hippo, anywhere, any body part, if it bites down on it, the rhino's dead. Except the tail. The hippo would chomp down on it, killing it instantly. Not instantly. The rhino will most likely waddle away, understanding that it has been defeated. But then lions or hyenas or wild dogs would come and finish the lion off. Now, if the hippo wasn't that lucky, it would stab, and the rhino stabbed it enough times to kill it, and it didn't get a bite on, then the rhino would win. It's unfair to assume that hippos would beat a rhino in a fight all the time. Most of the time, though, a hippo could easily defeat a rhino. The hippo charges in the top, pushing our venomous snake down to second. Next up, get ready, a highly dangerous mammal. Snake hunter, actually. The black mamba. The black... I'm sorry, I don't know why. I just say it. The honey badger is a highly skilled predator, weighing from 1 pound to 11, and only standing a measly 4 centimeters tall. This little animal and this little devil could easily kill. They're adaptable in every part of Africa. The honey badger is a highly dangerous animal. It easily could kill If it wanted to, it could kill a small human, but not a large full-grown adult. These animals are not respected enough. So let's fix that. They have an animal that literally scares off rhinos, hyenas, and other carnivorous animals off from their kills. They would easily defeat a human being. But there's one animal these guys really love to beat up, bully, and that's the leopard. A slightly smaller version of the jaguar, still really dangerous. Actually gonna be featured later this episode. Spoilers. Shh, don't get it from me. The honey badger would highly be able to kill a human. Now let's get one thing set up. It's just like the rhino and hippo. The honey badger, there's two animals that some people believe that the honey badger could defeat the honey badger. The first one is the wolverine. Now this would be a 50-50 fight split. But I feel like 60 to 40% goes to the honey badger. 60% goes to the honey badger. See, unlike any other member of their family, the honey badger just fights to the death. And they will fight until they win or they're dead meat. And many animals on the planet don't want to fight. They'll fight all the way until they're too weak or they think they are out-competed. Then they would give up and retreat. But don't put some slack on the wolverine. One has been spotted killing a polar bear. Yeah, a polar bear. For crying out loud, a polar bear. Like a literal polar bear that literally makes Mike Tyson, LeBron James, and the famous Shaquille O'Neal look like midgets. Almost 10 feet tall. Like what the? On two hind legs. Like 8 feet. Literally. Just imagine a mammal that only is a foot tall, around 2 feet tall, like slamming down and killing a massive bear that's literally 8 feet tall. You can't tell me that's resistance. That's termination. Sorry. Another animal that many people, including myself, believe could kill a honey badger is the largest member of the otter, the giant river otter. Most people call them river otters. Hold up. Hang on 1 second. Oogly boogly. Literally. Honey badgers are highly dangerous. Easily able to kill a human being. Dangerous. It's the giant otters, though. They could literally send a honey badger home crying. Wait, is it a giant otter or is it a giant river otter? Hold up, let me just check the dictionary. Sorry. Yeah, it's giant otter. And we're back. Giant otter is a highly skilled otter, literally 5 feet long. And that's how tall I am. Known to be highly dangerous and respectable. You can literally put 2 and 2 together and get yourself a highly venomous a highly aggressive animal. Now, being significantly larger, this is a split 50-50 fight. This is what would most likely happen. Honey badger, if the fight took place on land, 1v1 fight, the only reason giant river otters can literally take out these massive predators is because they teamwork. And during that time, they make the most psychotic sound. Like, this is what the sound of a giant otter hunting literally sounds like if the devil was coming to you and you already died. It physically upsets me. I'm not gonna feature it. You all can search it up and hear how horrifying. There's many horrifying sounds besides the very much fake bloop animal, the believed blooped animal. Besides the sound known as the bloop, which is not an animal, it's just an iceberg falling. Literally, this sound scares me the most. If I think about fear and death, I think about that sound. I'm just not. Anyways, let's finally get back to the show. If the fight took place on land, the honey badger could easily kill the giant otter. No teamwork. I feel like someone in their channel starts with Z, and it's all about nature is gonna say that the giant river otter would defeat the honey badger. I don't think so, kid. I don't. The honey badger would most likely run towards it, break its legs, and then just bite, using its very strong bite force, break the neck, and easily kill it. But if the fight took place in the water, that would be different. The giant river otter would ambush, grab, and drown the honey badger. The honey badger wouldn't stand a chance. Its loose skin would mean it literally, if you were biting it by the back end, the leg, you could literally, it could literally be biting you. But most likely or not, after escaping 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 most likely, it would disappear. It's a 50-50 fight split. The honey badger is really aggressive and can be known to be dangerous. But our venomous snake and psychotic mammal hold first and second. The honey badger comes in third. Get ready. A famous scavenger that's turned aggressive. Vultures can weigh up around 60 to 80 pounds. Some almost and have been known reaching 90s. The vultures are highly dangerous, are highly aggressive, and can be found all over Africa. The vulture is a highly skilled, dangerous mammal, highly skilled bird. And the vulture didn't really get much respect in the Lion King movie. They can scare off animals together, like cheetahs, the largest animal that they could scare off. But let's just get one thing out the window first. Argentavis was the largest flying bird of all time. The largest bird's Kellington. The largest terror bird, I think in weight, it can beat Argentavis. Yeah. Argentavis was most likely a condor, and with newer DNA estimates, it's been confirmed that Argentavis, in a family tree if it was alive, would stick more to the condors than vultures. But it was still a scavenger, and would take out humans. today's vultures aren't just meat-eating animals. They'll take carrion too. The different vultures, like the banded vulture, like it does look like an eagle. If you search up a banded vulture photo, you'll say it's definitely an eagle, but it's actually a vulture that literally only eats bones. The flying dangerous bird, this highly aggressive bird, is really aggressive and able to kill and scare off some younger human beings. Just like modern day vultures, if they wanted to, some larger specimens could carry a child and throw it down. And they have been known to do that to turtles. Yeah. Some close cousins of vultures, condors, have been known to pick up turtles, fly above, and let go. Let the turtle fall to its death. And somehow, I don't know where golden eagles are getting turtles. Golden eagles would do the same. Even though golden eagles live in the cold snow fields, somehow the golden eagles are finding turtles, picking them up, and throwing them from high altitudes. I believe it. There's barely any competition for the hippo. Yeah. There's barely any competition coming from the vulture. The vulture literally walks behind this lineup. And I have a big announcement to feature later. I have a big announcement. Even though this channel only has 3 subscribers. Yeah. Next up, a highly skilled predator. Leopards can weigh around 60 to 80 to some around 100 pounds. They're highly aggressive, living in most grasslands. So not all the time. So mostly in western, eastern Africa. One bone-crushing bite to the neck of a human would end the life. Leopards are highly dangerous animals, and they're getting more dangerous each day. As leopards in Africa and Asia, which are the only 2 continents leopards live on, are starting to get closer and closer to humans, and are actually becoming a threat. These highly aggressive, sneaky predators in one bite could easily kill a human being. In the right position, though. If they bite the leg, human would definitely still be alive, just with a broken leg. But if they bite the neck, that would be the end of a human being. The worst part is these predators are highly stealthy. You literally wouldn't notice a leopard climbing onto a tree right above you until you look up and notice. And by that time, the leopard would have most likely been ready and jumped down, pin you down, and break your neck. Oh, this show is not meant for kids. The leopard would easily attack and kill a human being if it wanted to. One quick swipe of the claws could break up skin. And one bite to the neck would end it all. The leopard can't match our highly dangerous hippo. But the rest of the lineup better move because the leopard's taking second. That pushes our venomous snake to 3rd, honey badger 4, and vulture 5. Next up, the largest land predator in Africa. The African lion is a highly dangerous animal. Is the largest land predator in Africa. Some weighing much over 100 pounds. And one little fun fact, Lions actually have a stronger bite force than an allosaurus, even being 7 times smaller. That's right. These highly dangerous beasts spread in more woodland areas all over Africa. The lion is a really dangerous beast. The main character of The Lion King was a lion. We all know that, kids. But have you heard of the Lunatic Express story? Now, I'm gonna get into deep narrating because this is gonna be really deep. So let's get started. So, the Lunatic Express was an express train. So one day, the people were some French people, some people were just thinking, let's build a bridge here to hold trains. And most African people thought it was such a bad idea that it got its name, the Lunatic Express. But, so they didn't even use any, close to 0 people from Africa. Instead they used French and I think a little mix of Indian there. But anyways, let's get back to the story. The people started to build. But what they didn't know was they were about to be injured. They were building. And a few people went missing. But once this first happened, most people thought it was the people that had the idea of building the Lunatic Express thought they either ran away or went missing. And these people didn't know what the animals were like there. They were French, I think, and a little Indian. So they didn't know they didn't really know what lions, elephants, and other animals in the African savannas were like. But soon, the ugly truth would have been revealed. 2 maneless male lions were breaking into the hut each night to kill human beings. Well, not each night. These highly skilled predators were easily able. Now, the reason why they were hunting humans, I'll get to later. But now, let's get back. The 2 lions started off, and they got more confident. First, when the attack started, most people, it would be around weeks before the lions would come back. But later, it would seem like attacks happened daily, and they might have at least gone to those points. And on most of the time, they weren't even before they were going one at a time, but now they were going together. Which I think seems more of them being a little scared. And they didn't. Sometimes they wouldn't even wait. Sometimes they wouldn't even wait until night. Some people would just be walking one day, and a few minutes, hours pass by, and they're gone, missing. But most of the time, they attacked at dawn and dusk, where it was more dark. And easily able, so for them to easily be able to hide. They would go into the tents and drag struggling people out. All the other people could do was just listen to what happened to those people. They got dragged out and killed by lions. And they would eventually find out why the lions were targeting them. Once the lions were both shot and killed. And during that time, they tried to build a gate around. What they didn't know, lions could jump 10 feet in the air. And they easily passed those gates. Jumped over the gates. And could easily kill. And once they jumped over, it would just be the end. And they would still attack each day. Once they shot and killed the lions, they found the lions had some mouth bone disease that made their jaws kind of weak. So they couldn't hunt zebras, gazelles, because they wouldn't be able. So that made them seek easier prey. The lions are really dangerous. And you wouldn't be wrong if you said lions were dangerous. But they're not as dangerous as the hippo, the leopard, and our venomous snake. That pushes our lion all the way down to 4. Pushing our highly aggressive honey badger 5 and vulture 6. Last up in this episode, a fish dubbed to have the most painful sting of them all. The red lionfish only weighs a few ounces. That's what I'm going to say for most animals. Who says they're not dangerous? These highly venomous beasts are able to kill human beings. They are all over Africa. They're not able to kill humans. Just like I just said earlier, lionfish can't kill humans. Their venom is not deadly enough. If it was, and it is deadly, but you would need to be stabbed multiple times, like over 1 million times, for it to actually start taking effect and kill, and you dying. But there is downside against it. People say, and it is actually true, actually believed that the lionfish has the most painful sting of all fish in the world. Many people that got stung by lionfish feel like their hands is burning anywhere they're stung and spread all over where the venom is in the body. It's just burning, and he literally has to be killed. That got dark. They literally they get in so much pain. Don't underestimate the lionfish because it's not venomous. Their stings are highly painful. I'm lucky enough that I haven't experienced the sting of a lionfish. But I'm also slightly unlucky enough because I'll have to eventually feel it and I would have no experience. The lionfish is no match for most of this lineup. It only comes in at 6, pushing the vulture down to last. That leaves our honey badger at 4, lion at 3, venomous snake at 2nd, very dangerous leopard at 2nd, and the hippo winning our episode. It moves on to our fearsome finals. But now, who's next? Which is next to face our fearsome finals? A venomous snail takes on against the largest reptile in Africa. A disease carrier flies up against the largest bird in the world. And two venomous reptiles clash up against a fish that could impale you. Like literally impale you.